Guys, what are we down? What's the fucking verdict? Where are we at?
Guys,
John?
I don't know if we're going to be ready to go in an hour.
Right, we have nothing to fucking talk about. Yeah, John Tafford on a podcast with nothing to talk about.
But you guys know I don't work alone.
That'd be a
That's
good
why
bit.
I called my experts in, okay? These guys never run out of things to talk about.
These guys. It's just a group of Jewish people.
Yeah, it's like black women and Jewish men.
Yes.
Just chatting.
These people owed me a favor. They owed me a favor on my last job. Now they're helping me scouting.
I saved their ass, and now they owe me.
Now they owe me. Yeah, now they owe me. The fucking eyes.
No, the roller coaster of emotion John Taffer will take you on, where like he hits you with a look where he like stares in your soul, where he's like, "How much money we down?" The fucking music hits. He's like, "I've put $500,000 into the place," and then he'll be like, "Wow, and is that all your money?" And I'll be like, "Well, no, a lot of it's my mother's." And he's like,
Guys, what are we doing? This is mom. We're playing with house money. You're drinking her money.
"Dude, like this,
You're bankrupting your mother.
Guys, this is your retirement. What are we talking about?
Just people, men crying, like
Grown men.
moments after meeting him." And again, like, it's
How's it
bar owner-
start?
So many like tough dudes that are like not actually jacked, but they, in
They
a
grew up
t-shirt,
in they grew up in bars,
they got a belly on them, but they present as like, I could fuck. Taffer is a head taller than everybody who's ever been on the show.
How tall is he?
I don't.
I'm gonna look it up.
I would say he's 6'3" on the low end. I
How's
want to
the
say
show-
6'4".
How's it start? How many seasons have you watched of this recently? Because you've now you're now paying for Paramount Plus exclusively for John Tafford.
Yeah, and
How many episodes are we in? Because every time I talk to you, you're watching it every fucking night.
yeah, a lot of episodes too. I feel like a loser, but it's also like it's what I enjoy.
Me and my dad used to watch that, and
Me and my mom used to watch it. So far, I haven't seen a new episode. I'm on season 4, and I've seen every episode.
really,
Yeah.
he's 6'2". Damn, Gordon Ramsay's 6'2". Thought he was a short fuck.
Hello, everyone.
Is John Tafford a millionaire? What do you think his net worth is?
There should be a B.
It's 14 million.
Yeah, that you know
Successful
about.
businessman, consultant, and
He's in the
television
Nightclub Hall of
personality.
Fame.
He's in the Hall of Fame, people. So how's the show's like? How's it work?
Brother.
Because I've seen it, but I remember watching it but not really paying attention. Just him being outlandish.
He went on some podcast and he was breaking it down, and he says,
Why can't we get him on? We'll get John.
we know why.
We're gonna talk to John.
There's no reason to ask, though.
Nah, we'll talk to John.
Hello, my name is John Tafford. I have worked on, rescued, started, or marketed over 800 bars.
800 bars. So how's it?
No, he sits. Usually he does recon either with one or both of the chef and the bartender that he's brought in to help.
That he's flown in from Miami.
Yeah, John is one of the top bar consultants.
I flew him
in the world.
I flew him into Indiana.
Yeah, exactly.
into this shithole dive
it's
bar.
L.A., Vegas, Manhattan, and Miami are the four, and it has like their highlight reel where they're like getting their dick sucked on the bar, like fingering people with fucking drinks, and then it brings them to like.
How about a maraschino cherry?
I was swiping the other day, and someone was like, "I can tell you it's not with a cherry in my mouth." Ha ha ha.
What? You can tie? I can.
Trash.
I can tell you not with a cherry stem in my mouth.
Like, are you fucking 15?
But do you lick balls?
Yeah.
Do you suck balls? Answer me that, lady. Jesus Christ.
I would love to hit that lady up and be like, trying to fucking have her be like, excuse me, and be like, what are you
trying to do?
What is it supposed to like spark in me? Like, she probably reads a lot.
Yeah.
Like, that's what
You have the sluttiest photos on your Instagram or on your.
She's probably practicing tying that knot when she's always reading. You know, she's just got time. Like, no, I mean,
she's a real bookworm.
yeah.
But I'm sorry, we got off track. John Tafford, what's he doing? He does recon. He does recon with the chefs. He flies the chefs in.
But in this season, he has been doing more recon with, because I like this setup. This is one of my favorite setups, is when it's not just the owner as the person running the bar. I like the setup where like the owner is the dad or the grandpa or someone who buys the bar and then allows their family to run
The sons are running it, or like
Yeah, the son or daughter or
the sons and the cousins all wanted a bar.
Yeah.
The grandpa had a little money because he worked hard.
Oh, dude, they're
The
all.
grandpa fucking worked hard, worked his ass
It's
off.
either an immigrant story
Yeah.
where he came from nothing, or like a farm dude that
He
like
fin-
saved every nickel he ever had.
He finally has money to retire.
He just wants his kids to be happy.
And his kids are like, Dad, we just really want to open up like an Irish pub, or like, I just want like a bar, And the dad doesn't know better. He just wants he wants to
People
give
open
his
up a bar without like Googling how to run a bar.
Yeah.
They literally like turn the key and they're like, we're doing it.
we're selling beer.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Jesus. So go ahead.
Like we could
You like that
help
set-
half these bars. I
Yeah.
mean, nothing against John Taffer, obviously, but half of what it is like common sense, and then coming in with like, also we're gonna put about 80 grand into it, and they're
That's
like,
the other thing too. It's like, oh, you have $100,000 to put
Yeah.
into something. Cool. I'm sure it'll get nice.
which like
No shit.
a lot of the bars have bled 100 grand, but like over time, they didn't drop it
Yeah.
in 4 days, remodeling and
Yeah.
shit.
But go ahead. So
I like when he does the recon where
so now
he
the
sits-
elderly parents are with them.
So
or
they're
with
sitting
John.
in the car and they're watching because the bar's been rigged up with cameras for like a week.
Who's rigged the cameras up? How do they not know?
Usually, most people call John themselves, so that's why it's so weird when they want to like argue with him. It's like you called, you knew he was coming. Cameras been watching you get plastered.
So they
every
come
night.
in. So they come in and set up cameras.
Yeah, there's two different type. There's like hidden cameras that behind the bar to watch them, so like to catch them like maybe stealing or
who
things like
sets
that.
these up? This is crazy.
Bar rescue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they know they're coming.
So they call. It's
Oh,
not like
okay.
the police call and say you need to save this bar. What the?
I got you.
They call John. That's why it's so confusing when he's like, "Yeah, I wanted this help, but I'm not gonna let him change the name." Like they always have these like sticking points, and it's like, "Yeah, I called him for help, but I'm not gonna let him talk to me like an asshole in my own bar." It's like,
It's my fucking bar.
yeah, literally. It's like, but it won't be in a month if you don't let him save it.
Yeah.
And he's like, dude, watching some
But
of
I'm
these
sorry, go
dudes
ahead.
have to like put egos and like, I mean, they can't like, it is just dudes who have been drunk for like 12 months in a row, just like coming out of a fucking fog, being like, I thought about what he said, and actually he did have a couple really good
He's
points.
right.
It's
He
like,
is right. John is right. I'm
like,
sorry,
yeah, no, this
John.
is the first time you've been able to see straight.
I'm sorry, John. Ma, I'm sorry. But yeah, so now the elderly parents are watching.
So, because usually in the car when they're doing recon, John's just getting fired up, and then
Yeah.
he goes, "I'm gonna go inside before I get even more angry."
He's getting fired up before even walking in. He's in
Look
the car.
at this.
Jesus Christ! That's my daughter.
But when he keeps it more subdued when the elderly person's in there, and he goes, so he literally has the guy like point out, and he goes, "So that's my daughter. She's the GM. She runs the day to day." He
Oh,
goes,
boy.
"Okay."
Good.
And
Good.
he's like, "That's my grandson. He's the bartender." And he goes, "How's your grandson's attitude?" And he goes, "Honestly, John,
Listen.
dude, it like."
The man hasn't been able to talk to anybody his whole life. He now has John Taffer to confide in for his family issues.
And John's like the right age where he's like old enough.
Yeah.
Where he's able to be like, I tell you, I think sometimes all these kids need is a good kick in the butt. And the old guy's like, "Oh,
My man,
Yeah.
yes, sir.
that's what I've been trying to tell him,
Yeah.
And so usually he just comes in fucking guns. I like when he comes in, he goes, "So I've been outside for about 45 minutes talking to your father."
Your father.
And you just see people, because now they don't always know that it's bar rescue, because the dad could have said whatever. The dad, who knows what he said to,
Yeah.
like, as far as the cameras and stuff. He could have said anything. Or maybe he only told the GM, and then the GM lied. So, like,
Oh,
in these
I see.
situations,
So
it is
some
more
people-
of a real
some-
surprise.
Some people don't know.
in these situations, usually, like,
shit.
the bar owner is who kind of is there a lot.
Yeah.
So they just call John. In this instance, it's like the owner from afar. So the people in the bar, the cameras show up. They're like, "I don't know. I'm just trying to get pussy. You know,
I'm trying to get fucking laid.
yeah.
Slamming shots,
Dude.
Every single episode I've ever seen, like when it's like the hidden camera, he's in the van, he's like just fucking watching, and then it's always like
Well,
the
bartenders
bartender
don't know that that's stealing. Is that
the bartender over pours, and then boom, one for me. Let's do a shot.
well, they're drinking.
They're partying on your dime.
On your dime, they're stealing your money.
So you're stealing when you're drinking his alcohol, obviously, but then also when you overpour, you're doing that because now instead of selling 2 drinks, you sold 1 and they're giving you a fat tip.
Oh,
So
because
all the
they
bartenders
they
go.
watch to overpour it.
All the
I had my friends at Bevantel come in last night, and what they do is they weigh the bottles, and they compare, and then they come back later and they weigh them after the shift's over.
And he fucking looks around with his like chimp mouth.
Yeah.
Like
They weigh
He's
him?
got like Homer Simpson mouth. Yeah. He comes in. They come in, weigh all the bottles. Then the shift happens. All the booze gets sold.
Because he knows how much a shot of alcohol weighs.
Yeah, everything's supposed to be like an ounce in it.
It's bar science.
Blueprint.
Yeah.
Breakdown. So yeah, they weigh everything and then they compare it against the sales. So they say like, if we're missing this amount of alcohol, that should equate to this amount of sales. He goes,
Last night we did 400 in sales. Do you know how much we gave away? Deborah, read that number.
Read it.
600.
600. You're giving away more than you're making.
It's incredible. And you watch people fall apart because they just did not. They're like, I've never stolen anything in my life. And he goes,
Hey, stealing's not just when you take money out of the register. You're also stealing when you're overpouring.
and then you see people like,
Fucking crumble.
yeah, fucking.
Every time you take a shot, you're stealing from the company. You're stealing out of his dad's wallet.
But also half the time the owners don't tell them how bad it is. So like it shouldn't take telling people that like we're going out of business in 2 months for them
Yeah.
to listen to you. But also like
A lot of these people just need it. They need to hear that. Like, hey, fucko, you're losing a job in 2 months.
literally, yeah. Where it's like you're the reason this bar isn't making money. Like you drink so much. Dude, he walks in the one I watched last night. He walks in, he goes, "How much did you have to drink tonight?" The girl goes, "Bottle of champagne."
A bottle of champagne.
A bottle of champagne.
He throws the papers.
We are hemorrhaging money.
Guys, we got to do something about this.
I love when he fires people. You were saying, I don't want to get fired.
Yeah, that fucking idiot.
What
Yeah,
happened?
Fresh off of her, she's in the confessional. She's like, everyone loves to be like, I need this job. Okay, I got bills, I got kids, I got rent, and it's like things that literally everyone has.
Yeah, every single person. in
Everyone has
America-
bills.
Yes,
Tim Dillon has a great bit
the
about
system
that, about
sucks.
boomers, where the way they complain about things. Like he was saying how some lady was his aunt or something was taking like a retirement cruise that got canceled, and she goes, I've worked my whole life, and he goes, literally everyone works their whole life.
Literally, like I've worked my whole life for me too.
The thing that everyone does in order to survive.
Yes,
Yeah.
you are absolutely right. Yes,
Congrats on
you've been doing.
accomplishing that.
Congratulations, you fucking hog.
Everyone loves to be like, I got bills. So yeah, 2 people were overpouring so much. The one girl,
What's in a margarita?
tequila and triple sec. How much triple sec?
These people crumbling.
An ounce. It's a half ounce.
You've been a bartender for 2 years.
That's the most common drink in America.
Starts breaking down statistics.
Bar science.
Bar science. Did you make a PowerPoint on bar science?
Not last night. I was fucked up on Cradle. I'll make a PowerPoint.
It's bar science.
No, every time he
the
redoes
fucking the
the,
velvet rope dance floor thing was the best.
the butt funnel.
The butt funnel.
A butt funnel is when you
butt funnel.
you control from a guy with like 0 sense of humor too. So it's not even like he says it
Hey.
and then like doesn't give you any cues to laugh. But then
Steve-O will tell you what a butt funnel is.
that's where I thought it was going. I was like,
Yeah.
John,
A butt
you
funnel.
get down.
Yeah.
No, but it's where you control the access points to the dance floor and you control the size of them. So then that way,
He's just a control freak.
that's all it is. Just a Jewish man. But no, I mean, well, I'm sure what happens 90% of the time is one person walks in or out of it, and that's it. It's just an opening to the dance floor.
Yeah.
But what happens every once in a while, and that John banks on, is that a girl will be leaving the dance floor as a guy's getting on the dance floor, and they'll have to shuffle by each other, and they'll make eye contact, and they'll be like, "Can I get you a drink?"
Next thing you know, you're buying her a drink.
Guys, how much longer do people stay when they consume food in a bar? 52
I don't know.
minutes longer. I could sell them a couple cocktails in that time, couldn't I?
We can make a little bit extra money, huh? He goes from a psychopath to like the second you're talking about money. Well, I mean, if
The most genuine smile he has. I'm trying to think what it was.
now we're making money.
He made one joke. I think it was like season 3, episode 11. It's the first time you see his actual laugh.
Really? What?
Because all his other laughs, you realize, are just kind of like him smiling and nodding.
Yeah.
He's not actually laughing. So I think it's season 3, episode 11. I forget what the fuck he says though, but he like does some weird like ha ha ha.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Come on.
I remember texting someone.
I've never heard John laugh before.
Documenting it.
That's the equivalent of hearing the universe inside you chick breathe.
Yeah, exactly.
Or it was, dude, I fucking remember that shit. I heard her go, and then the
It's a
Anunnaki-
person.
I fucking went to Christian and freaked out and was like, I heard her breathe. That she's not an AI. Unless the AI the breath. Look at these bushes out front. Someone can rape you out of these things.
They'll kill your family.
They'll jump out and rape you. They'll kill your family.
No, whenever he does the remodel, he always lets them walk around and take everything in. And then when he calls them back over to the bar, he's like, "Guys, can I get everyone behind the bar? I want to have you take a look at a couple things. There's a lot of science going on back here." And he
Lot of
breaks down the
science.
bar.
Lot of
sign,
science.
Which all that is putting lights on.
We put in
the more
brand new
expensive
POS
things.
systems.
Yeah,
I remember that. The POS systems.
I got my friends then a 2-touch POS. Guys, these are the best. And it cuts to 3 people who are like, "Cool."
Yes.
Like,
Yeah, yes.
we used to have a cash register from the 80s, so the fact that it's like a computer is all we care. We don't
fact
give a
that
fuck that it's 2-touch POS.
the fact that it's touchscreen, John, is amazing.
Yeah.
This bar has never done better.
Sometimes he gets unbreakable glassware and he doesn't tell people, so he just takes it and he smashes it, and you see people. He's so crazy.
You know what my dad...
He'll take water and splash it on the computer screen. He goes, "That's waterproof."
It's waterproof. Look at it. It's perfect for a bar. 2-touch POS. Sponsored. No, my dad always loves, like, when they do the opening night and they do the stress test. And he's like...
That's 2 different things.
Really?
Stress test is 2 days before opening night.
Really? Is that what it is?
Stress test is to see where they need shoring up and
Maybe
most
it's
training.
Maybe it's opening night then. He goes, opening night. Look, the bar's packed. These people have never been packed in their life. Everyone's ordering a mixed drink. 80% of those people are getting beer. My dad always goes. He goes, all those people are getting beer in that bar. No one's getting that guy right there. He ain't drinking a fucking cocktail. He's getting a Miller
I've
Lite.
had that thought too. Yeah,
That guy's getting a Miller Lite. He's a Bud man.
because again, they bring in like the one girl they bring in is like this lesbian from New York to do mixed drinks, and I'm sure like where she bartends, people order goofy shit like that. But they bring her to some like fucking whiskey bar.
I'm in
like,
Ohio.
Wyoming.
Yeah.
yeah, and she's like, "You got to smile. You got to be making conversation when you shake." And it's like
These dudes are like, I've never smiled at another man in my life.
literally. Yeah, guys will tell dudes to smile, and they're like, "Not gonna happen."
What am I, a fat? Like,
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm gonna fucking smile at somebody.
The one dude that worked at like a punk bar, and his whole all the recon on him was just him negging girls and being like calling girls like ugly,
Really?
and stuff. But like by the end of the episode, you found out he
He's
actually
gay?
no, that he actually like did it worked a lot. It wasn't like girls leave like because later they called him out and said like, "If you're so good with girls, I want you to pack this bar full of them." And then they had the girls put a bracelet on if they came. I guess they asked at the door like to say if you came because of him. And he actually had like some dime pieces walking around. He had a green mohawk. He was a fucking idiot. But
Really?
hilarious to
Well,
watch.
this dude just had
A
women
highlight
walking in.
reel of negging chicks at the bar, like telling people. I don't even remember any good ones, but like overt. It wasn't like it just being like, ugly dress, like just fucking
Really?
like just fucking.
It's like a guy who watched a YouTube video of like some like some dude is like, you got to be an asshole to girls. That to get girls, you got to berate them with bullshit.
He was that guy. Because then in the confessionals, he's like, I found that like the more of a dickhead the girls you are, the more. You know.
Really?
Yeah, like.
just a full blown piece of shit.
John Taffer was disgusted by him, and he changed him around. And then by the end of the episode, a girl walks up to the bar, and he's like, "Hey, I really like your dress. What can I get you tonight?" And like says,
She fucking slaps him.
no, like he said like a really like polite thing. Hey, like usually he was all like shit, and he's like, "Hey, you look really nice tonight. That's a great dress. What can I get you?" And John's like, "I'm really proud of you,
I'm really proud of him. I just need him to shave the fucking mohawk.
dude." The one I watched last night where he, it was a bar rescue special because
Christmas special.
basically it was a Christmas miracle, you might say, because it was a bar that was fucked up by Hurricane Sandy. So it wasn't like it needed rescue.
Oh,
Again,
you were telling me about this. He was actually in there doing work.
yeah, he's like, guys, are we gonna finish on time? And the guy's like, we're cutting it close. He's like, that's it, I'm getting in. And he did like the most mild thing ever. He was like using a paint roller. It wasn't like he's in there like fucking. Literally, people in the background are like cutting steel and thing.
He's like, John's like, I just gotta get this fucking done.
All right, he's got like, he's still wearing his blazer and everything. He's just got like a work construction hat on.
Damn it, I got paint on my fucking blazer.
guys.
Guys, come on. What are we doing?
But it really wasn't like a bar rescue necessary job. They just needed money to like put everything back together and replace all the damaged stuff. But he gives everyone, it's like the bar had like 5 owners, so he's giving everyone a big hug, and he's like, I'm so happy we could do this for the community. And then they got him like a framed picture, and he's like, and it was using like wood from the boardwalk or whatever that got blown up or whatever, and he's like, he looks at it and he's like, when he looks at it and he's all happy.
Tear.
That when they tell him that it's made from wood, driftwood or whatever the fuck it was, he goes, "Oh, guys," and like,
Oh God, guys,
angrily hugs them.
guys, come on, you bring it in.
Almost breaks the fucking picture. He's like, "Guy, what are
we doing?"
Big hugger, John Taffer.
Loves it.
I kissed your wife on the cheek.
I kissed your wife on the cheek when I walked in. Hey. No, I love when you were saying how, because you haven't dived into marriage rescue yet, but you say
I can't wait.
you say the bar is just a platform. He's really a therapist.
It's a
he's
vehicle.
he's really just getting in between marriages. He's really working. If I can't fix you, I can't fix this bar.
Storms off.
Storms off.
No, I'd say right behind I've been loving that dynamic of having the older owner, and then you come in and you embarrass their children who run it. Second to that, though, is
The
husband
marriage dynamic.
marriage dynamic. He literally got there's a couple running a bar. He comes in, makes them both do breathalyzer tests every day to ensure their sobriety.
Because they're alcoholics.
They're alcoholics. The one guy's a bartender, and he can't pour drinks because he's got the shake so bad from not being able to drink.
Really?
And I thought he was just saying, like, don't drink on the job. He's literally breathalyzer testing them, like, always, so that they just have to be sober for the 4 days that he's there.
What?
Yeah. He goes, I'm not
dealing with drunks.
he's disgusted by drunk people.
Really?
Yeah.
But he's in the bar business.
The money business.
That's in the business to make a little money.
Guys, let's talk dollars. That's when he does that. Guys, let's talk dollars.
Let's talk dollars.
How much money are we down?
Comes in. How much money we down? Instantly turns 10 times more Jewish.
Yeah, pretty much.
Puts on a yarmulke to talk money. Guys,
Ooh.
let's talk dollars.
Is there a picture of that?
What?
John Taffer and a yarmulke? I'd like that.
That would be good. That'd be a good screensaver for you.
Yeah.
No, that would be nice.
A
Thanos might
yarmulke.
be getting replaced.
Thanos isn't my screensaver.
I thought you had Thanos as your screensaver. The black and white photo?
That's Ippo.
That's Ippo. Interesting.
Punch in the mitts for Coach Kamigawa. And then that's also Ippo. And that's him holding his fist and seeing all
These
his
are your
past
favorite
opponents.
frames of
Because
Ippo.
Takamura explains to him that when you're champion, the dreams of all the people you've turned back live in your fists now. Because then they
really?
get to,
Because all these, let me dissect this. So what you're telling me is all these people that Ippo is beaten, they've
Anyone who
they've
fights
worked
a
their
champion.
they've worked their whole life going up, right?
That's the highest they'll ever go, is to fight the champion and to lose. So if you as champion go and lose, you disrespected their journey. You need to keep winning so that they can keep saying that they lost to a righteous champion. No one beat that guy. They can hang their hat on that. No, hey, I lost a guy that no one could beat.
Yeah.
You go and turn around and lose, their dream dies. As long as you keep winning.
Interesting. That's interesting.
That's why champions' fists are heavy.
That is interesting. Because they're holding all the souls. We learn to fight so that we don't have to.
We train during the time of peace so that we may be ready during the time of war.
fucking good.
That fucking speech. And then, like I said, circle that back around later. Goku, Master, if we're sitting here resting, doesn't that mean the other fighters are out there getting stronger?
Just shows them,
Boy.
boy.
Yeah.
What's he say? That's the turtle.
I think it's train hard, eat and sleep well. That is the turtle hermit way.
The turtle hermit way.
I'm going to have that hung up in the fucking garage.
That is the turtle hermit way.
Think I'm kidding, boy. There's an 8 years ago a Facebook post, John Taffer, wishing all my friends a happy Hanukkah.
Really?
Yeah.
All of my friends. That's great. How many seasons of Bar Rescue are there?
Like 8 or something.
Oh, really?
There's a picture of him and Little John.
Really? Big John and Little John. Wow. He goes to Moe's Bar Rescue.
That's a tremendous drawing of him, by the way.
That is that fucking neck. The neck that's too fucking big. No, like every single
Can't find a picture
fucking
of him with a yarmulke.
every single like screen or like thumbnail of him like in a video is atrocious. It's the scariest fucking thing. Next Sunday, one of the strangest event concepts in recent memory returns. Thermopylae Team Combat.
Dude, it's like a
Based on 300 Spartans legend.
It's like a runway. It's like a big rectangle, like an alley almost. And you have 4 guys on each end.
4-man
And you
teams
each just send a guy to the middle. And it's
in
4
an
up, 4 down.
In an 8-team tournament.
40 by 13 ring.
Kickboxing rules with 5-minute rounds and a 40 by 13 ring.
Kickboxing
Winner
rounds-
keeps fighting if they choose.
Yeah, kickboxing rounds are usually 3. So 5-minute kickboxing rounds is big.
4-man teams in 8-team tournaments.
And this
so
is
it's a
better,
4-man
so-
team. So each
It's one-on-one,
team,
though. It's not like as
each
soon
team
as one
sends
guy...
out one,
Yeah.
but your team's behind you.
Yes, and it's not like when one guy gets down and you start double teaming everybody. That's like the Russian 5-on-5 thing. That's why this is better.
So once some
It's
dude
teams, but it's still...
once some dude gets fucked up, the guy who fucked him up can either stay in the ring and go next, fuck the next guy up, or lose, and then the next guy goes in. That's interesting. Is this gonna be on TV?
Not our TV. Not American TV. It'll be on the internet.
Oh, this is like a who's hosting this?
Fuck Eastern Europe.
Oh, really? This isn't like some fucking. Oh, okay. I thought this was like Bellator and
No.
ONE FC. Oh,
No, this is...
this would be cool.
Yeah, it's
We
gonna
should watch it. When is this?
Sunday.
This Sunday?
Yeah.
No shit.
Probably while we're at work, we could turn it on.
That's a good idea. That's gonna be fun.
Oh, there's going to be so many people here this Sunday. I don't want to talk about it.
No, we can't talk about work. Dude, that's fucking crazy.
300 style.
That's insane.
Yeah.
How's that 300 style, though?
Because remember they had that pass? That was how they were able to equalize the numbers, is where you could only fight.
Oh, because
They,
it was...
they made people go through that narrow way. Where you
Yes,
don't-
that's what it was, yeah. Because the Persians had numbers on them. But if you funneled them to where it was like, it's just 5-on-5. Like,
Right.
Like, we could fuck up.
one for one, we'll kill them.
Hey, I'll fuck up 300 Persians. Like,
Yeah.
I could give a shit.
Yeah. It's so cool.
How crazy is that?
It's so cool.
It's such a good movie, too. You know when they filmed that shit? You know when
I'd
he's
rewatch 300.
dude, it's such a good fight. I remember being a kid watching it fucking every day, but also just to see the titties. The titties were great.
I was
No,
watching Meet the Spartans.
Did you know? I've only seen that one once. I remember. I think we rented it from like Hollywood Video or some shit.
Carmen Electrazole.
Yeah, you love that scene, dude. You know when he's running, and like, it's all horizontal. It's like I love a good horizontal fight scene. It's beautiful. When he's running and like he cuts the dude's leg off, then it goes into like the tight shot of like him like elbowing the dude down, and then it goes back to the wide of him like spinning around. Bro, you know that's all the same take. They filmed it with 3 cameras with 3 different lenses. So you have a tight, your wide, and then your mid. And you're fucking it's just 3 cameras on a fucking track.
I'm surprised they don't do that more.
I'm sure it's very expensive. If a camera costs $200,000. But
Movies are expensive.
that is true. You have enough. You have fucking unlimited money.
I'm just saying I've never seen that in like Avengers.
I've never seen that. Yeah, no, it was just interesting because it was like it's all the same fight scene, and that's how like when he's cutting the dude's leg off mid swipe, they fucking like it's not even a crop in. You have like everything's perfect. Just fucking you're in the tight shot. Boom, back to the wide. Fucking spin around, hit him with the shield. You're in the mid. Yeah, it was interesting as fuck. Great movie.
It's like when
Gerard Butler.
It's like when they
At his
upload a
finest.
thing, so you have like 360 control of it, basically.
Yeah.
Like you could just see it from every angle.
Yeah. One of my ideas to film this instead of the cameras was to buy a 360 camera and put it in the center. And then we would just fucking whip it around. Fucking weird. There's a new Gerard Butler movie out.
That's exciting.
He looks so fucking old.
He is.
Yeah. He didn't age well. Just him being yoked. In 300.
Roids.
Yeah, the roids will do it. Gerard Butler. In.
I give who's my man that played Superman? Christopher Reeves. That dude got jacked.
I don't know what... Is that the man in Man of Steel?
No, it's the man from Superman.
Is that a movie? That's just the movie's name? Superman?
Superman the movie.
That's what it's called?
Yeah.
When did that come out?
The original ones with Christopher Reeves.
I don't know who Christopher Reeves is.
Well,
When did that come out?
Like the 70s. It's got your boys, Lex Luthor,
That's my boy?
Gene Wilder,
Gene Wilder?
right?
Gene Wilder plays Lex Luthor?
I'm pretty sure.
Really?
I'm pretty sure.
That'd be crazy if Gene Wilder played Lex Luthor.
Look it
That'd
up.
be
You have
insane.
a fucking phone in your hand.
I'm looking it up, you fuck.
Acting like you've never heard of Superman the movie.
I've never seen it.
You don't need to see it. You need to know about it.
And in order to do that, you have to see it. Right or wrong.
Do you think the first Superman...
I'm not going to read about the movie.
You think the first Superman movie was Man of Steel?
No.
Okay. So
You didn't say the first Superman movie. You said the Superman movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
I
only
would've
ones
said-
I remember is Man of Steel. I've only seen Man of Steel for the Superman
So
movies.
fill in the blank with the old
What the
one.
fuck's it called? Superman the movie?
Yeah. Type in fucking Christopher Reeves Superman before I smite you.
Christ O'Fair. All right, Christopher Reeves, Superman. It's just called, not Superman the movie.
I can't fucking imagine that it's taking this long.
The alien orphan sent to a dying. What did you even want to know? Lex Luthor, Gene Hackman.
Hackman, not Wilder. Sorry.
Yeah.
It didn't sound right when I said it.
No, that'd be crazy
Yeah,
if Willy Wonka was
Yeah.
playing as Lex Luthor.
that would be. He's just doing the Riddler the whole time. Like, wrong one.
You're the wrong person.
Yeah.
Are you
I-
fucked up? Do you like Willy Wonka?
Yeah.
You know there was a condition I just
I don't
heard.
like Charlie's Chocolate Factory.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
like Willy Wonka.
You know there was a condition where the dude who wrote Willy Wonka, like the movie, sent Gene Wilder the script, and he was like, I read the book, and he like read the script, and he calls the dude, and he's like, I'll only do the movie under one condition. He's like, what is that? He's like, when you first see Willy Wonka and he comes walking out, I want him to be a disheveled, crippled old man with a cane. And I want people to go, oh, fuck, like Willy Wonka, like what happened to him? Oh my God. And as I'm walking up, I want the cane to get stuck in between some bricks and then leave the cane. And I walk forward and then I fall forward into a somersault and jump onto my feet. And the director goes, why in the fuck is that the condition? And he goes, because from that moment on, nobody will know if I'm lying or if I'm telling the truth. I was like, oh shit. Gene Wilder, you fucking genius.
I feel like you could probably accomplish that.
You can.
In other ways.
You can, but just like it's just like a cool
it's a good
touch.
notion.
It's a cool touch.
I like the idea.
Yeah. Where it's like, oh shit, that's, I don't know, just fucking cool.
Maybe there's more context to it if we read the book or something.
Maybe.
That's
I remember
like
having
why
to,
he chose that.
I remember having to read the book in like 5th grade or like 6th grade, like, or maybe they read it to us or some shit. But
in 6th grade, they were reading books to you.
I don't fucking know. Maybe. No, probably not.
In middle school, they were everyone was sitting pretzel leg.
Brother, I got a thing called an IEP, right?
Hey.
That means I was
That means you
Dude, I was sent,
get blown up.
They said I had a learning disability, if you can believe that. They sent me and my friends, which is crazy that we all had the same thing. They sent me and my friends to like a special English class because we couldn't fucking read apparently. Where the class had
So they say.
the class had 2 teachers, right? And it was like a slowed down version. So every time we had to read a book, the teacher would bring out a fucking radio and put in the book CD.
Nice.
And we would just sit there and listen to audiobooks and fall asleep. And we would do that shit. And then they would go, well, you know, we don't want to give you guys too much homework. So, because, you know, we don't want to overburden you guys. Right. So we're going to, you guys will get credit for taking a resource. Nobody else will. So you guys just take a resource until you're a senior. Get all your homework done. You know, you're barely even going to have any. Dude, we didn't get any fucking homework. It was crazy. For every one, like, special ed class there was like 4 normal classes. So all my friends had the same fucking bullshit. I don't know if it's because we all didn't try on the placement exam or some shit, like at the beginning of freshman year or something. But for 4 years, we all just got put in the same classes. It was like, oh, you're in special ed science. You're in fucking...
I feel like I did get like very little homework.
Really?
Because I
didn't get shit. To a point where my parents, like my mom would go to parent teacher conference and go, is he doing his shit? Like he doesn't do anything. Like he doesn't come home and have homework. And he's like, no, we actually don't believe in, you know, a lot of homework. You know, we think it's, you know, you have 1.5 hour classes. We should be able to get shit done in class.
No lie.
Yeah. Did you have that?
No.
We
Hour classes were like 55 minutes or something like that.
We had like A day and B day, where you had like 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A, and then you had the same thing for B day. So like your days would switch. So like Monday was A, Tuesday was B, Wednesday was A, and then it would switch the next week. So if you had math on like 1A.
So my middle school in New York was kind of more set up.
Really? Interesting. Yeah. No, that's how it was. It was weird. I kind of liked it though, because then you had to like math every other day or some shit. Dude, you had like English every other day. So
I had
like
a weird middle school. Math and science was one class. And
what?
It was a switch off by unit.
Really?
Yeah.
So you would learn math for a unit and then it would switch to science?
Yeah.
That's kind of nice.
Yeah. Just
because then like
2 birds, 1 stone.
Yeah, because then if you're just fucked, like if you don't know math, I guess math and science go hand in hand, but I feel like
but usually you're trying to fucking knock out both of them. This one's like, I'll do one at a time.
Yeah, that's fine. Hey, that's sure.
Those are my shitty things.
Worries.
So I won a science award in elementary school. It's so weird. That's like
really?
My bad class.
Now we're trying to be scientists. Look at that.
Trying.
Historians.
You know the other award I won?
What? Most talkative.
Close.
Class clown.
No.
Perfect attendance.
No. Citizenship.
What the fuck does that mean? Citizenship award?
I was nice to everyone.
Really? Ain't that crazy?
Isn't that crazy?
They should give those out now.
Should give out beatings.
You know what else I used to get? I used to fucking, because I sucked at math. I sucked at algebra. I was good at geometry and trig.
Vice versa.
Interesting. I always hear if you're good at algebra, you suck at the other. But my fucking algebra classes, or even I do it for the other ones too, because why not? I would be in math class and they'd hand out the tests, right? And at the time, it was embarrassing. And later on, I was like, I don't give a fuck anymore. But they would hand out the test, and they'd go, teacher would go, everybody good? Right? Calculator's out. Good. She'd come over, and she'd go, Mark, you want to go to the other room so you have a little more time? Yeah, sure. And I would go to this.
Mind if I do?
I would go to this other room where it would just be me in a room with this other teacher who was like kind of cool, and he would I'd be doing the test, and I'd go, yo, Mr. D, how the fuck, like, what is this? And he would fucking work through the shit. And I would be acing these tests or getting like high B's or like A minuses and shit.
Another one for the fridge, Mom.
I go, Mom, check this out. Your son's good at math, huh? How you like this? Oh my God, those are crazy equations. Yeah,
I thought so too.
I don't even know what they mean.
Yeah.
It's fucking easy when this dude's telling
They
you.
just flow out of me.
It's great. Nah, that shit was great. It's fucking wild. I found like, I had some teachers like write letters like later on when like they find out like you're going to college or some shit, and they're like, hey, fucking heard this, blah, blah, blah. Here's a letter. Blah. You ever get that? And I had one English teacher, and I had a math, or that one dude who'd help me on the test. He sent me like an email or some shit. And he was like, keep in touch, man. I really want to hear where you're going, blah, blah, blah. It's like, can you imagine telling him now? Like, yeah, I smoke a lot of weed, talk shit on the internet. I don't know, man. I fucked up. Like, I got a degree. I don't fucking use it. I'm in debt.
I had an English teacher that made us write letters to teachers.
Really?
When we were leaving. And the one teacher had like pennants from colleges that his students had gone off to and sent back to him. So I said, like, I'm going to do that.
Really?
Yeah.
This is in school.
Yeah, I would have never written that letter.
Yeah.
But like, so if I'm writing it, I was like, well, I'll send you.
Really?
I didn't know what the fuck to say.
Do you think
That's
he's still waiting for it?
No.
He probably has that letter off to the side.
Doesn't know who I am.
He's like, still waiting for that. I got Kelsey's. I got Chandler's. I got Chase's. And Zach, I never got his pennant. Huh.
Well, I never graduated. I was waiting for that. That's when they give you the pennant, right?
Yeah. No, you just buy them. You should have just went to a college and bought one.
Yeah. Should have just not went to college.
Yeah. My English teacher sent me a letter and was like, Mark, I hope you're doing well, blah, blah, blah. It'd be really nice to hear from you, this, blah, and the other, blah, blah, blah. Threw it out. Didn't give a fuck at the time. I then find out later on, I start working at Home Depot, right? I meet my buddy Dakota. He was a dude. And, who knows, in this climate, you got to say it. And,
Puts the D in
he
Dakota.
goes, he starts telling me, we start talking. He's like, yeah, I went to Manuka, blah, blah, blah. Some time went on, I forgot. And he goes, yeah, dude, when I was in high school, I fucked one of my teachers. I was like, get the fuck out of here. I go, that's insane.
That is crazy.
Some time goes by, and he's like, he brings it up again. He's like, yeah, dude, I got a blowjob from my teacher once. And I was like, that's weird. And then another day goes by, and he's like, we start talking about like Manuka, and I go, holy fuck, you went to my school. Who was it? It was that teacher. It was that English teacher who sent me the letter. And I was like, get the fuck out of here. I had heard. And he goes, yeah. Because he was a couple years below me. And he goes, yeah.
Should have wrote back.
He goes, yeah, it was crazy. I mean, he goes, I think he said he was 18 at the time. Or it was like just turned, like it was some fucking weird shit. Like I was like, were you underage? And he goes, nah, I was 18. I go, brother, were you underage? And he goes, listen, man, I got my dick sucked. I don't know what to tell you. I go, that's fine. You're a fucking legend for it. But he goes, yeah, dude. She hits me up on Facebook, right? We're talking, right? She's married. I go over to her house. Her husband's not there. She's deep throating my dick. She's licking my balls. She stuck her tongue up my ass. She did that. She stuck her tongue up my ass. I go, Dakota, are you fucking serious? And he goes, dude, it was insane. She licked my taint. She did the whole thing. It was the best blowjob I ever had in my life. The whole fucking shaboy. The whole 1, 2, 3, everything. She did it all. I go, you fucking serious? And he goes, yeah. She pulled her tits out. She did everything. I go, that's insane. That's fucking crazy. I think he was still in the school too, because I think it almost got out. Because I remember him saying that, where he was like, he told one of his friends, and like wildfire, because you hear something like that and you're fucking 17, you're like,
Oh, it didn't happen in the school. You said it happened while they were still.
Well, I think it happened. Yes, no. Yeah, he went over to her house, I think, but it happened while they were in the same class still, or like maybe he was a year above now or some shit. Because yeah, I think she taught like June. She taught me when I was a junior, which is a little fucked up to think about.
I mean,
but yeah, dude, I remember hearing that shit and being like, bro, how in the fuck?
you almost kind of peak though.
What?
Like, what's gonna be better than that?
Yeah, I wonder if like now you spend the rest of your life like chasing.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
He told me a story.
it's like if you
Same
fucking
dude.
OD
Yeah.
early on, and then like,
you fucking OD when you're 21.
Yeah.
And you're like, well,
like, hey,
heroin was
want
good.
to have a couple beers, and you're like, that's not really gonna do it for me.
That's really not going to do much.
yeah.
I'm going to inject heroin until I'm
Yeah.
fucking dead. No, same dude. He told me a story. He was like, yeah, I was on Tinder and I was swiping and I met this one chick and she was like, hey, do you want to have sex in the parking lot my boyfriend works at? Because I want to get back at him.
Sure.
And he's like, I just want to have sex. I don't care where it is. Like, it can be anywhere. Doesn't even matter. He goes, picks her up. They drive to the parking lot. She goes, yeah, let's have sex by his car because I want to send him a picture. And he's like, I don't give a fuck what you have to do.
Yeah.
I just want to have sex. Bro, she gets out. Literally, he stops next to the car. She gets out. Slashes all four of his tires. He goes, fucking leaves her. He fucking pulls off and leaves her. I go, what happened? He goes, I don't fucking know.
Couldn't tell ya.
I left. I go, did you hear back from her? He goes, no, I pulled off. I fucking skid marked out of there. By the time I hit the road, she was blocked on everything. I was like, that's fucking crazy.
That'd be so shitty to like wind up as an accomplice or something like
Oh,
that.
just pissed off. Like, you just wanted to get laid.
You're like, officer, clearly
Yeah.
I was trying to fuck. At no point did she mention I was about to assault this man's vehicle.
I mean, how many times do you think that's probably happened, though? Where it's like, you just go to, like, hook up with some chick, but, like, you know, you're kind of a degenerate, so you don't really have a car. So she comes, picks you up. She gets pulled over, and the car's filled with, like, a Kia Coke or something. And you're like, fuck! It's not mine, I swear!
You think that happens a lot?
I wonder if that's happened before.
That a girl goes to pick a guy up off Tinder to fuck?
Maybe. I don't know. Or maybe vice versa. The girl. I feel like a girl would be able to get out of it. I feel like the worst situation is if like a girl has something in her car and she picks up a dude and she goes, well, that's not mine. That's his. And it's a black guy.
That was... That was kind of the missing element. Yeah.
I mean, who knows? It's fucking crazy.
There's this guy in the UFC who's lost by knockout like 4 times in a row, all the black guys, and he used to be a Philadelphia cop, and everyone's like, damn, he paying for that.
What is this? Who's Olive Anthony?
That's the guy I was trying to tell you. Everyone was saying he's a plant.
Oh. A plant. Like an industry plant?
Yeah, he's got some fucking song that everyone likes. It's actually not even that bad. Stop. But I guess his like social media is too big for how long he's been doing it or something.
Oh, yeah. I don't fucking get half these people. I don't get how the fuck. Dude, I see fucking podcasts online that have fucking. They have like. We're on episode 15. They're getting like 4,000 views,
The one that kills me that I
10,000
always
subs.
see is
And I'm like, the fuck is this?
fucking one with 3 sluts on one side and 2 frat idiots on the other side.
Oh, and they're just.
Like, so why aren't girls dumb? And she's like, "Girl, wait, I'll do it.
I'm going to talk. I'm going to say some dumb shit to prove
Yeah.
you wrong.
And then, like, by the end of it, everyone wants to fuck, and it's just like, oh, glad you guys figured
Glad
it
this
out.
fucking happened. People are saying that one bitch who, interviewed Drake in bed or some shit. They say she's an industry plant. Just some awkward fucking dumb bitch. Just a lot of this. Well, do you ever hit up somebody and like they don't hit you up back or like ghosted or something?
How much of it is just people liking what they get told to like? So as long as people say, like, if there's a big enough campaign that's like, this is good, then people just go, yeah, I like it, regardless of like it being shitty.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure there's a lot of things like that.
Because people always say how hot Zendaya is, and I'm like, are you
Bro,
just saying that because that's like the thing to say?
She's not.
Like, I don't get it.
She looks like a fucking 12-year-old boy.
I'd never go out of my way to call her ugly or anything, but
no,
like, it's like a tidal wave of people like, she's the one.
Oh my God.
People
She's
putting her and Margot Robbie
they're
like
fucking,
as
they're
one
amazing.
And two, and it's like, Margot Robbie is like
Margot Robbie's like on a tier above everybody to where like
she's
I
like
don't
what
think
Eve looks like.
Yeah, like you couldn't in a million years pleasure her sexually. No, you're fucking. You might as well be nothing. You might as well not have a dick.
I don't have the. I wouldn't be able to like break through that fucking like look.
Yeah, no.
I would just be like
Gal Gadot, another one.
Too striking.
Yeah, it's too much. It's like a goddess. Like it's like, oh, I'm not worthy of touching that. Like
that's the nice thing about Margot Robbie is she doesn't have that guy. She's like, oh no, I'd still like jizz on you.
I'd still I might not be. I mean, hey, it's gonna be quick.
Oh,
it's gonna be seconds.
Will it?
Boy, will it be quick?
No.
You'll be doing that shit that like male porn stars do. They like inject shit into their dick to keep it hard.
I don't think I need to keep it hard. It'll stay hard.
Yeah. Yeah, but you don't think you can just go and then just keep going? You get that early one out first.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't need to inject it. It'd stay hard.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna come fast.
Yeah. Again and again and again. No,
not that many.
We were watching
2 times.
Yeah. We were watching
I get in my head about my penis breaking in half.
Really?
Yeah, a girl said that in middle school health class.
What, if you come too many times your dick will break?
Yeah.
Really?
It's obviously untrue, but it put a visual in my head that now I'm like,
that's interesting. So that still affects you from middle school. Because Josh was telling me something about this that affects him still from middle school that I think is similar. I wore a shirt yesterday with a pocket in it. And he goes, I don't like those. And I go, really? He goes, yeah, I really don't like them. I go, why not? And he goes, when I was in middle school, I wore a shirt with a pocket. And these girls made fun of me. And I got really embarrassed. So I was in art class, and I took a pair of scissors, and I cut the pocket off. But then it just left the stitching in the outline, which looked worse.
Obviously.
And they still made fun of me.
Obviously.
And they still made fun of me. So now to this day, I see a pocket shirt. I'm like, ugh. It just gives me a weird, thing. I just don't like it.
Damn.
Isn't that crazy?
That's so strange for him because he's Mr. like,
no, yeah,
I don't give a fuck.
I don't care.
I don't care.
Yeah, we could do anything.
I want a pocket on both sides.
Yeah. I'm going to wear a shirt with 2 pockets.
Yeah.
I want a pocket on the back.
So it's so funny that he'd be like, get this fucking thing.
I don't care.
Yeah. I don't give a shit.
That's such a good Josh.
I don't care. Oh my God. Everything's like drenched in sarcasm.
God, you're too, it's called a bit.
Oh my God, you're a bitch. Just openly calling girls bitches. And then being like, oh my God, stop. Walking with him being like, I'm serious though. She is a bitch.
She sucks.
She sucks.
No, that's why women are like that.
It's called a bit.
It's called a bit. Maybe he'll want to come on here. No, he'd get too meta.
You could put a physics slideshow together.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
There's nothing else on there.
There's nothing else.
Stop scrolling.
The pod notes aren't even in here. Yes, they are. Nope.
No, I tried.
Whoa. All right. Let's see. I might have one more thing. Oh, I do have something. Let's see a funny video. Did you see the video of Charlie Day performing Dayman?
Nope.
You didn't see it?
I saw the episode.
No. No. Let me send this cock-sucking thing to you.
A lot of people said that those were sun bears in the comments.
I know, I saw that, and I think they're fucking insane.
Yeah,
Sun bears?
not buying it.
No, you're fucking high. Don't answer that. Sun bears, people, sun bears. I bet we're not even hooked up to the broadcaster.
We are.
Do this shit live. He's got some pipes, man.
Someone's bio when I was swiping said looking to master karate and friendship or something like
Really?
that. Yeah.
That's a good one. That's how you know they're a winner. And not a cuck bitch. What?
Aljamain Sterling versus Sean O'Malley this week.
That's exciting. That is exciting. What's your hot take? Who's winning this?
Probably Aljamain Sterling.
You think so?
He's gonna wrestle him up good.
You think so?
Yeah. I don't know why people like Sean O'Malley so much. It's very odd to me.
He probably just has that same bullshit McGregor had, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Like, I could wrap my head around, like, why people liked Brock Lesnar.
He's just big.
Yeah, like, he's big and he's loud and he drinks beer. And, like, I get, like, why, like, a UFC-oriented fan base would be like, fuck yeah!
Woo!
But it's weird to me that, like, people are into Sean O'Malley. Like, feels like the type of dude that likes the UFC usually is talking shit about people that, like, make their hair different colors and shit. So when he's, like, got purple hair and he's, like... You know, he had his Tinder came out of him and his girlfriend looking for, like, a third.
Really?
Yeah. But I think it was, like...
A fake.
No, I don't know if it was...
A farce.
No. I don't know if it was a girl third or if it was a guy third.
Stop it. Really?
I don't
A
remember.
man with that so much of so-called power wants another man to come in and take care of his wife.
Well, I don't remember because everyone was...
What does that even mean for the ring? I bet the line went down for him. He doesn't have the heart for it anymore.
Well,
He's
everyone
looking
was
for other
making fun
dudes.
of him, but I don't remember...
He can't fuck his wife.
I don't think that...
His dick doesn't work.
That's probably
You heard it here
what
first,
is.
folks. Sean O'Malley's dick doesn't work. He can't fuck his wife.
Should have a Blue Chew sponsorship.
Should have a Blue Chew. We should have a Blue Chew sponsorship.
That's what I'm saying.
You want to see another funny video?
Susie.
Oh, she said,
A
what?
cow says moo.
Excellent. Now, who can tell me what a pig says? Little Johnny.
Pig says, "Get up against the wall and put your hands on your head, you black motherfucker!"
I saw that this morning. This is the first video Instagram decided to show me this morning.
Pretty cool. Pretty good.
You didn't like it. You don't like anything.
Are we getting pizza?
Oh, do you want to?
I will.
I'm starving. Like, fucking starved. I'm starving Marvin.
End it and I'll order it.
We got 30 more seconds. Oh, here. This will be a good one. You probably already know this. We always say the Pope has the fish hat, right? And the fish hat it looks like when Anki has the fish head on his head and he's like in that fish form, or it's the other dude. I think Quetzalcoatl look like that as well. But then there's also the things that they're all the same person, right? And they're all just Thoth in the end. But the Pope wears the Pope hat, and it looks like a fish because the fish stands for Pisces.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't put that part together.
The fish.
Yeah, that's why the Pope hat looks like the fish.
Almost over.
It is almost over. We're not going to see it, but we'll be dead.
What did I say? 2160.
2150, I think. Yeah, it's like 20. Yeah. Crazy. Who knows what can happen? We're in the midst of a paradigm shift. If you didn't.
Species with amnesia.
With amnesia, as you would know. Tremendous. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been real. Real fucking fun. We're doing good with what we didn't have, which is info. And we'll be back next week, you fuckers. We're going to get some pizza. Zach's already done. Peace out. Peace out.
Yes.